is my 1971 Datsun 240z, also known as a Nissan Fairlady Z. Yep, I own one. I got one. It runs and drives. It just needs a lot of maintenance. Yes. So, what is this video going to be about? Well, this video is going to be about a timing chain. Change on this 1971 Datsun 240z has an inline 6-cylinder 2.4 liters. Has dual carburetors. Two carburetors. They call them the Hitachi SU carburetors. They're side draft carburetors, kind of like the motorcycles. And the European styles carburetors too. Alright, so I'm going to be pretty much taking everything in front of here off, including the radiator itself. Taking all this apart so I can get to the timing chain. It's going to be kind of fun since this hood opens backward. It doesn't allow me access directly to the front. So that's going to be quite interesting. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do before I start taking the whole timing stuff apart, I'm going to drain the radiator. Why? Because the coolant flows through the radiator cover into the water pump and back into the engine. So I don't want that stuff splashing everywhere, so I'm pouring into this clean bucket because I'm going to reuse the antifreeze because I have done a recent flush. The reason I didn't make a video of that is because my memory card got corrupted and deleted all my videos. Yeah. That wasn't fun. So this one I got a new memory card, and hopefully this one doesn't get corrupted. Alright, so this got the cap off already. We got the cap off, so let's go ahead and start removing the drain cock over here. Oh, quick trick. So it doesn't go splashing everywhere. Let's go ahead and cap off the this right here. Now that that's capped off, let's go ahead and continue removing the drain plug over here. Some will come out, not much. There it goes. Suction has stopped this from draining completely, from starting to pour it everywhere. The reason I say that is because this has a little notch, and if I point it just the right way, it'll start spraying upwards. I don't know if you can see it there or not, but yeah, definitely don't want that spraying everywhere. Alright, now that I got that thing coming down and it's not going to come out, let's go ahead and remove that radiator cap. There she blows. Now that this is all draining out, just gonna let that drain, and we'll get right back to continuing on removing the radiator and start removing everything else up front there. Alright, now that I put the drain cock back on, I'm going ahead and remove that bucket out of the way so I can have more access and without having any dirt and crud fall into the nice clean coolant that's underneath. This is what I was talking about earlier. You see how it has that notch in it. So if you have the radiator completely full and you have the cap off, and when you face it up, it's just going to start spraying everything up and out. So what I do is put the cap on, open it up a little bit so it starts getting exposed a little bit. Let it drip a bit. It'll create kind of like a vacuum. Then you can remove it to where you want it and have that thing pointed straight down. So you remove the radiator cap, everything just sprays straight down. So I'm just going to pour this nice clean antifreeze into this clean empty container. Alright, let's just go ahead and start dumping this in there. Carefully, that is. Alrighty then. Now that that's complete, Go ahead and put the caps back on it and move on to working on the car again. Let's go ahead and begin with the removal process of the belt, the fan, and everything else. Alright, so what I have to do now, before I go any further, go ahead and remove the alternator, remove the all the plugs, connections to it. Alright, I got all the plugs removed. Now I just got to remove that nut down there, the one on top, and hold on to the other side. I'll remove this lower one. Then I'll be able to take the alternator out and continue on to the same thing with the smog pump on the other side, and start removing everything. Start removing the fan and everything, water pump and everything else. That's gonna be fun. All right, let's get to removing this right here. Try to do this one-handed. There it is. Alright, we'll continue doing that with both hands. So I'll put the camera down for now. Alright, so I got the alternator out. It's already there with all the bolts in place. So I don't forget where they go. Got the bracket off over here with the bolt still in it. Now it's just a nice little empty spot right there where the alternator used to go. So now I got to remove the smog pump over here on the other side. That little thing right there. Move that all the way, and then I'm gonna then I'm gonna remove the radiator out of the way. Maybe I should just move the radiator out of the way right now, just to get it out of the way. All right, now that the cooling system has finished draining, go ahead and remove the radiator hose. Now, just try to get that removed now. Here's a little trick I like to use. WD-40. Put some on the screwdriver. Just get in there and just spray some more WD-40. That'll help loosen it up. See, there we go. Now it's starting to move. Ta-da! I like to face it upwards like this, just in case there's some coolant left in there. Now that I got that removed, there's some coolant right there, just pull it back in. But now that I got that removed, let's go ahead. Oh, it's leaking. See, there's always something left right here in the hose. Alright, let's start by removing the radiator hose here. Okay. Alright. This crusty thing has been removed. Has a spring inside, but it's really crusty. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this radiator with a new one. I mean, replace the radiator hose with a new one. This out of the way so I can get access to the bolts. Alright, that's out of the way now. Alright, so now we're trying to remove the water pump over here, but first we're going to remove the fan and the fan clutch. Let's get to work here. I don't know what angle I got going on with the camera over there, because son of a... Alright. This, whoo, right there, boom. So this is where we're at so far. Remove the alternator, radiator, the hoses, the fan clutch, the fan. Now we're going to move the smog pump, which is that one right there. And then we're going to move the water pump, finally the harmonic balancer, and the valve cover gasket, the valve cover itself, and then the main thing, the timing cover.